I'm Talisha Porter, and today I'm going to speak about or try to persuade you into why they should legalize marijuana. To talk about something that happened is a guy named Steele Smith. He's a husband. He's an entrepreneur. He was having issues that he had to go to the hospital, into the emergency room, and he was having excruciating pain, and he didn't know what was going on. And the people in the emergency room couldn't tell him what was happening. They didn't know what was going on with him. So he ended up going to a rare disease doctor, and the doctor told him that he had 11 ulcers in the upper part of his intestines and his stomach. So it ended up being a rare disease that he had, which was called Zollinger-Ellison. And the doctor that was studying it, the disease is so rare that he had to shake his hand because he's like, you're the first patient that I've had to actually have this I've been studying about. So it ended up, the doctor gave him some Rituxan, it's an acid reducer, thinking that that's what was wrong with him. Said, okay, I'll give you these, and I'll prescribe you some morphine also. So when he prescribed the morphine, Steele got addicted to morphine. So he ended up having to go and detox. So he ended up detoxing, and it almost killed him because he's so hyped up on it. I mean, he don't know what to do with this stuff. So he ended up taking the detox, and they prescribed him marijuana. So he was prescribed marijuana, and he was able to control the sickness that he was having. Today I want to talk about marijuana. It is the least toxic substance around. I want to talk about how the government takes it and makes they have more arrests on marijuana than they have with murders, rape, assault. They tend to arrest people more because of the fact that just because they have possession of marijuana. And thirdly, I want to talk about how marijuana helps people with sclerosis, Parkinson's disease. It helps a lot of things that people don't realize if they just want to say, okay, it's a drug and it's illegal. So, to talk about what's in marijuana and to understand why is it the least toxic psychedelic drug around. Marijuana is a naturally grown plant. There's nothing the most active ingredient in it is THC. And with the THC, it has a lot of other herbs that are in it, which actually helps the breathing, to expand the breathing, to help the body to relax. So that is more, it's a induced or higher muscle relaxer is what it is, but it keeps you conscious, which a lot of the other drugs that they do prescribe you, what they do, they knock you out, that you can't hold on to it. I mean, you just are unconscious. Marijuana is one of the common illegal drugs used in the United States. Approximately 100 million Americans have tried marijuana at least once. 250 million people have smoked marijuana in the last year. So altogether, the total number of arrests that exceeds for 2000 for marijuana exceeds the manslaughter, exceeds the murder. So they spend more time trying to bust someone for marijuana than they are for getting them for murder, for rape. They spend more time doing drug busts for a small thing of marijuana. The government attempted to continue the controlled substance by ruling Alaska constitutional right privacy protects people against the amount that they had with the intent to sell. Then they went back in '82 and said, hey, it was just like they could have any amount that they wanted. So we got to go back and fix this. Although the state has okayed this, it's still not protected under federal. You still be prosecuted under federal law. And to talk about what it does for, as far as your health reasons, it stimulates the appetite. I found out that with the marijuana, people that have HIV, that when they lose their appetite, they're being treated with the marijuana to help them gain weight. That makes them live long. To decrease intracellular pressure, neurological and movement disorders that people have, they're being treated with marijuana. So, in my conclusion, today we learned that marijuana is a naturally grown plant and it has a lot of herbs that expands the breathing and allows the body to relax. 2, we discovered that the government spends more time arresting people for smoking marijuana than they do for murder, rape, manslaughter. And thirdly, we found out that using marijuana medically, it can actually help people and they can live longer through diseases that they have, like the sclerosis and the Parkinson's. Once all the facts are known, it's because it's clear to America marijuana laws need to be reformed. They need to change them. The issue must be openly debated using the facts. Groundless claims, meaningless statistics, and exaggerated scare stories need to stop. People that smoke marijuana, they can take care of their families. They can hold down a regular job. They can be cured of these diseases that are going on with them. So, with that being said, there's no reason to treat people that smoke marijuana like criminals. Marijuana is a natural plant. Thank y'all for listening.